Being outnumbered 5-1 on the FEC, it never made much sense to me to swim against the grain. I would have been unable
I understand.
I would have been irrelevant in making
Plus, you'd have had a hard time getting re-upped by the Senate when your term expired.
Exactly.
On the other hand, if we hadn't gone out and found you, you probably never would have been invited to the White House.
See now, when I got the call from your office, my wife and her friends said, this is what was going to happen.
What's that?
That you were going to use the trappings of the White House, that there was going to be a sort of intimidation.
No one's intimidating you, Barry. You're with us. You were wandering for years in the darkness, but we came and found you. And welcome back to the pack.
Coercion, then? And I noticed that I'm sitting here in the Chief of Staff's office and with all the trappings of the White House.
Barry.
And my wife and her friends say it's not uncommon for people to get lightheaded and starstruck. And I've heard the same thing from other people, too.
Nonsense. Let me show you around the place.
If I could just get a glass of water.
No problem. We keep it in here. Mr. President, I'm so sorry to interrupt.
Not at all. We're just having a nightcap.
I'd like you to meet Barry Haskell from the FEC.
Oh, may I present Treasury Secretary Kenneth?
Ken Cato, how are you?
Mr. Attorney General?
Dan Larson.
Of course, CIA Director Rob Conrad.
It's good to see you.
Barry, I'm Jed Bartlet. I understand you're thinking about helping us out. That makes me so happy.
It's an honor to meet you, sir.
Barry's a little thirsty.
Well, let's get him a drink.
I'll take good care of you.
Come on, Barry, sit down and have a drink with us.
Leo.
Just put him in the boat.
This could all be for nothing.
Yeah?
I mean, if the numbers... Did we start?
We put the pole in the field 3 hours ago.
All right. Did the guys make any predictions?
Oh, no, I didn't ask.
Yes, you did.
They think we're gonna hold at 42. Toby thinks we dropped a few points, but inside the margin.
It could be worse.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be worse than holding at 42.
Yeah.
Because if these numbers keep going down, I'm just a guy with Barry Haskell in his office.
I'll stop back in 10 minutes.
A dressed Marine guarding your door?
Too showy?
No, my thing is, what's he supposed to be guarding right now?
I'll be right.
Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. President.
The thing about saying the name,
I understand.
if I could just reframe the point that Cal was making.
I understood the point that Cal was making. I was sitting next to him when he made it. My ears are connected to my brain just like everybody else, and I'm saying, what's next?
Sir, and not to put my head in the lion's mouth, but by repeating the name of your opponent in public, you're essentially giving him free advertising.
Cal thinks you should start referring to him as my opponent, or the other guy, the other side. I don't know, maybe there are other suggestions.
You want me to refer to Senator John Hoynes of Texas, who at the moment has a 48-point lead for the Democratic nomination as the other guy?
Sir?
You're not afraid it's going to make me look like I can't remember his name?
No.
I am. I think it's going to make me look like I can't remember his name. I think it's going to make me look addled. I think it's going to make me look dotty. And even if it didn't make me look like those things, it would remain a stupid idea. What's next? Nothing? Excellent.
Okay, what's next?
Leo, we have to talk about what happened tonight.
I thought he did well. I'd like to have seen more of those seats filled.
That's not what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about?
He's talking about the governor's answer tonight. I'm just guessing. I'm pretty drunk.
I am talking about the governor's answer tonight. But I'm also talking about every day there's some... Look, Toby, we can talk about this with you in the room, or if you're more comfortable, we can...
Ah, listen, I don't have time to make people comfortable. If a change has to be made, it has to be made. Jerry, Cal, Max, Steve, you're fired.
What?
What?
No kidding. It's moving day. I want Toby. The rest of you, thanks very much. Fellas, look at my face. You're done. Don't screw up. freezing cold in October. I don't know how you people live here.
Did you just fire Cal Mathis?
Yeah.
You fired him.
Yeah, and Jerry and Mac and Steve and the other guy.
Is there anyone you kept?
I kept Toby Ziegler.
Oh, you kept Toby Ziegler and you fired everybody else.
Yeah.
Toby Ziegler is the only person working for us I don't know, and he's the one you kept.
Take him home, would you?
Those were the only people I knew.
Those people were worthless. It's time we bring in what we need.
So you made that decision on your own?
Yeah. You know why? Because you're a crappy politician. I think you'll find I'll be making a lot of decisions on my own, so start getting used to it.
You know, I got elected to Congress by this state. This state sent me to Congress 3 times and then elected me governor, all without your help. Don't start.
No, seriously, that's a real political accomplishment considering your family founded this state.
Hey.
Were you even opposed in any of those elections?
You got rid of all the people I know.
Yeah. Have a good night.
Why are you doing this? You're a player. You're bigger in the party than I am. Hoynes would make you national chairman. Leo, tell me this isn't one of the 12 steps.
That's what it is. Right after admitting that we're powerless over alcohol and that a higher power can restore us to sanity. That's where you come in.
Leo?
Because I'm tired of it year after year after year after year, having to choose between the lesser of who cares, of trying to get myself excited about a candidate who can speak in complete sentences, of setting the bar so low, I can hardly look at it. They say a good man can't get elected president. I don't believe that, do you?
You think I'm that man?
Yes.
Doesn't it matter that I'm not as sure?
Ah. Act as if ye have faith, and faith shall be given to you. Put another way, fake it till you make it. You did good tonight.
Yeah.
This is the time of Jed Bartlet, old friend. You're gonna open your mouth and lift houses off the ground. Whole houses clear off the ground. What are you looking at?
You're testing that preposterous contraption again.
It's not preposterous, it's not a contraption, and mind your own business.
In my day, we knew how to protect ourselves.
Well, in your day, you could pretty much turn back the Indians with a Daniel Boone musket, couldn't you?
Ah, sarcasm, the grumpy man's wit.
Sharpen a pencil, would you?
What's up?
The target's in the air, they're gonna launch the intercept any moment.
And I'm sure somebody will come along soon thereafter and tell me it didn't work.
Why do you take that attitude?
Because it's not going to work.
What do I get if it works?
What do you get?
Yes.
Well, I can't make you Thailand's ambassador to the U.S. because I just signed that guy's letter.
Come with me to the Situation Room.
You know what you are? You are the Charlie Brown of missile defense. The Pentagon is Lucy.
I'm not familiar with the reference, sir.
Peanuts, Charlie Brown.
I've heard of them. I'm just not conversant in them.
Why?
I've never read the comics.
Leo, were you born at the age of 55?
I know that there's a dog.
Charlie Brown wanted to kick a football and Lucy would hold it, except she'd pull it away at the last minute and Charlie Brown would fall on his butt.
That's funny.
No, but each time Lucy would find a way to convince Charlie Brown that this time she wouldn't pull the ball away, but she would, and once again Charlie Brown would fall on his butt.
And that's funny?
It's satirical.
What's it satirizing?
The DOD bringing you to the Situation Room every time they run a new missile test so that you can come tell me how great it works, so I'll put money in the NMD system.
You should put money in the NMD system.
Doesn't work.
It will work one day, soon. There are a couple of 3-star generals in there. Call them Lucy and you're on your own.
Good morning, Mr. President.
Hey,
Where are we?
The kill vehicle's on a clear trajectory.
What's its time to the target?
50 seconds. Colonel, could you walk the president through?
Yes, sir. Mr. President, approximately 3 minutes ago, a missile was launched with a simulated nuclear warhead from the Kwajalein Atoll in the South Pacific.
and it's going to hit my garage in New Hampshire exactly when?
Well, sir, once the missile cleared cloud cover, it was detected by the early warning satellites, which launched an interceptor or kill vehicle.
SRB-SEP is solid rocket booster separation. Now, that means the high-resolution radar on the ground has gotten a lock-on signal from the kill vehicle.
Go SRB-SEP. Confirm solid rocket booster separation. Kill vehicles away, coming over at 044. Roger. Roger, control, pick out that 447. 20 seconds, target intercept. Go flight.
So what happens now?
In 20 seconds, it collides with the nuclear warhead.
Where?
Outer space.
17 miles above the Earth's atmosphere.
Okay, but we don't have anybody out there right now, do we?
Sir.
10 seconds to intercept.
When we stay at the Oriental in Bangkok, we have to check out James Michener's typewriter.
Intercept in 5.
Here we go.
4, 3, 2, 1.
that silence usually a pretty good sign?
No.
Negative intercept.
Have we got sensor readings?
No.
Negative intercept. KM warhead has overshot its
He
target.
was just enthusiastic.
By how much?
Leo?
By how much did it miss the target?
Colonel?
137
We missed it by 137 feet.
miles.
We missed it by 137 miles?
When you consider the size of outer space, Leo, that's not so bad.
Sir.
By the way, the words you're looking for are, oh, good grief.
Well, yes, certainly. There's Edward, Earl of Ulster. He's the son of Richard, Duke of Gloucester, who's the son of Henry, Duke of Gloucester.
Edward, Earl of Ulster.
Yes.
You think he'd like me?
Do you date younger men?
Sure, how old is he?
5.
Okay, well, let's stick a pin in that for a moment and move on.
Hello.
Hello.
Am I interrupting?
Not at all.
Ambassador Marbury was just telling me about how royal men are schooled in the ways of courtship. King George III, for example, sailed his bride up the River Thames to music that was specially composed.
Yeah, that was just a few years before we opened up a big can of whoop-ass on him at Yorktown.
Leo.
How can you look at North Korea, which 24 months ago fired a Taepodong missile over
which
Japan,
failed.
and with some modifications, it'll be able to reach Alaska?
Well, I don't live in Alaska. I live in England, which, by the way, is not protected by the shield. Not that anybody else is at the moment, either. You've also forgotten that we're both signatories to the 72 ABM Treaty, of which this shield is in clear violation. You've forgotten that it will compel China to strengthen their nuclear arsenal. You've forgotten that the European allies have strong reservations about the shield. And you've forgotten that it doesn't work.
You know what I haven't forgotten?
What?
That we opened up a big can of whoop-ass on Yorktown.
All right. Leo.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
I'm going to correspond with Edward, Earl of Ulster once he learns how to read and write.
Okay.
How does he not just tell me?
Sir.
How does he not come to me and say, Jed, this is my grandson, and there are lots more like him, and there are lots more to come. Can you help us out?
Because
Damn it, he knows we would have gotten it done. Why doesn't he tell me these things?
Because he doesn't want to make political hay out of his grandson, which is commendable.
Ah, he's a crank.
Good evening, Mr. President.
Hey. Hey, Donna, you need something?
Donna's the one who started sniffing around it.
CJ, that phone message was for real. He's not going to stop till he drops.
He might.
CJ, let me tell you something. Don't ever, ever underestimate the will of a grandfather. We're madman. We don't give a damn. We got here before you, and they'll be here after. We'll make enemies, we'll break laws, we'll break bones. But you will not mess with the grandchildren.
There was quite a bit of sugar in the creme de caramel.
Yeah.
CJ, if I told you to screw the print deadline, what would you want to do right now?
I'd want to see if there was a way I could help him out.
Give him some dignity, right? And give him a rest. The guy's going to collapse out there.
Yes, sir.
Screw the print deadline. Leo?
Look,
we will talk about the other thing later.
I'm just asking how we're going to do this.
Excuse me?
The chairman's going to gavel him off if he stops talking or sits.
Excuse me?
What are you doing?
I didn't know if I'm supposed to.
We usually don't raise our hands.
No, it's not the worst idea in the world.
The senator's allowed to yield for a question without yielding the floor.
What do you mean?
He's allowed to yield for a question without yielding the floor.
I was in the House. I know nothing about Senate rules.
Yes, sir, but Josh does, and he likes to explain things, and, well, I let him.
I'm pretty sure it's true, sir.
What time is it? Let's wake up a parliamentarian.
Yeah, but the problem is the only people who ask questions are senators.
We're going to get one of them to walk in there. Charlie!
The Senate wants to go home. They want to vote.
Yes, sir.
I want to call senators. We'll start with our friends. When we're done with those two, we'll go on to the other 98.
Yes, sir. Charlie.
Yes, ma'am.
Start with the grandfathers.
Yes, ma'am.
There's no damn holiday for us either.
We'll be in the dining room.
CJ, no kidding. Make this happen.
Yes, sir.
You called whoever you had a relationship with, and if you didn't get anywhere, they got a call from the president.
Do I have your word on that, Sarah?
We've been at it 20 minutes. We were coming up with
nothing
until
Got it?
Senator Tom Grissom of Washington State was headed from his office to the chamber,
And everybody started flooding into the communications bullpen to see what would happen. Problem being, of course,
that Stackhouse would have to know as much about rules and procedures as Donna had and not think we were trying to screw him.
We stared at 14 different television sets while calculating in our heads the time it would take Grissom to walk from his office
to the floor, and we were in frozen silence while we listened to the rules of blackjack.
Unless you were counting cards.
And then it happened.
Point of order, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Grissom. Will the senator yield for a question?
Come on.
Mr. Stackhouse?
Come on.
Trust me just this once, you grouchy old son of a bitch.
Mr. Chairman, I yield to the senator from Washington for a question. My question is in 22 parts and might take quite a while. Perhaps you'd like to sit and have some water while I ask it.
Yes! And that was it. Grissom gave him a rest and an opportunity to answer some real questions about autism. And when Grissom was done, McNamara took over. And after McNamara came Gianelli. Grandfathers all. I'm gonna have to finish this up now and go into the press room and explain what happened. There'll be no vote tonight, and the Senate will go home for the week.
Since Stackhouse, with our help, blew the print deadline anyway, there's really no reason
For Josh not to go back to the conference chairman and reopen the bill.
There's so many days here where you can't imagine that anything good will ever happen. You're
buried under a black fog of partisanship and self-promotion and
Stupidity and a brand of politics that's just plain mean.
Yes, Hoynes had us nervous with his admonishment of big oil, and yes, the president was making us nervous too, but that's for tomorrow. Because tonight I've seen a man with no legs stay standing, Dad, and a guy with no voice keep shouting. And if politics brings out the worst in people, then maybe people bring out the best. Because I'm looking at the TV right now, and damn if 28 U.S. senators haven't just walked onto the floor to help. I'll catch the first plane out in the morning, and if you wouldn't mind not turning 70 until tomorrow.
Secret debacle. Project Jennifer. Glomar goes after Clementine, the sunken Russian Gulf. 6 feet a minute, that's how fast we pulled her up. And then all of a sudden, blam, her claw breaks in two. The Gulf dangles loose, one sub from another, steel ripping off. Everything we needed, including its nuclear missile, its transmitters, its code books, everything gone. The USS Gudgeon, 1957. 8 Soviet ships caught her, kept her cornered for 4 days. The oxygen depletion, migraines, fainting. Couldn't cook, couldn't light a cigarette.
They smoke in subs?
They used to. The Oklahoma, the Hornet, the Lexington, the CV-2, the USS Wasp. Wasp is a CV-7 out in the Solomon Islands.
Oh, God, I'm sorry. Am I still here?
You lost your boat in the wrong part of the world there, Mr. President.
I haven't lost the boat yet, Mr. Secretary, and I happen to be the only one in the building who thinks we should be sending the fast attack subs right now. And I'm an hour away from gathering the NSC and calling Japan.
I'm sorry I wasn't listening. I say you lost your boat in the wrong part of the world, Mr. President.
Leo?
I'll be...
It was a UN action, Mr. Secretary. 16 countries were involved in that police action, Mr. Secretary. 34,000 American dead. How come we're the only ones still fighting? Where did everybody go?
Well, Colombia's fighting a drug war. Ethiopia's trying to feed itself. Belgium and the Netherlands, well, they've got cheese and chocolate to make, I suppose.
Sir? Yeah. Josh. Send him in.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hey, Josh.
Joshua.
Good afternoon, Mr. Secretary. Anything going on I should know about?
We're just catching up.
This can wait for another time.
No, give it to me now. I want a distraction.
No, it's all right, sir.
Give it to me.
It's campaign related.
That's okay.
Well, the majority leader got the question last night.
He tanked.
Yeah, and we're starting to put together an answer for when you get it.
The question?
Why do you want to be president?
I don't.
Well, we'll put that in the hopper and show you a draft.
Good.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Let's come to order. Mr. Gibson, you can proceed with your questioning.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. McGarry, 30 October in St. Louis, Missouri, the day Jed Bartlet was...
No, I'm sorry. Mr. McGarry, it's been a long day, and unless counsel has an objection, I'm going to resume this after the holidays.
What?
Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Kelly.
Mr. McGarry, that concludes our questioning for today. We'll pick it up here when the chairman gavels these hearings back to order.
Well, I'm sorry.
You're done for the day, sir. The House Reform and Government Oversight Committee stands in recess until January the 5th, and the chair wishes everyone a Merry Christmas.
What the hell?
I don't know. We have 2 weeks.
I really had to tell you the damn story?
Shut up. I'm going to dinner with you.
Yeah. Well, listen. You want to do it tomorrow night instead?
What's tomorrow night?
It's Christmas Eve.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, well, well. Dodged a bullet.
For the moment.
Which is more than I can say for me and Rosalind.
Yeah.
Did you get a date with her?
It's none of your business.
I just came back to catch up on some work. See how badly you screwed up this church thing in Tennessee.
I did the church thing in Tennessee okay, and did it without you.
You mind if I make some calls, make sure Tennessee's still one of the states and stuff?
So anyway, I have a present for you. Merry Christmas, Leo. That was awfully nice of you.
I've been walking around in a kind of daze for 2 weeks. And everywhere I go, planes, trains, restaurants, meetings, I find myself scribbling something down.
What?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
What are the police doing outside?
The door?
Yeah?
That's the Capitol Police.
I know. What are they doing out there?
I didn't ask for them.
Who did?
Would you prefer they went away?
If you're going to put a deal on the table, I'd prefer there not be armed guards outside the door to intimidate him.
I'm not that easily intimidated.
I am.
The chairman put him there to ensure our privacy.
Tell him to wait at the end of the hall.
Counsel? Excuse me, officer. They've stepped to the other side of the hall.
Cliff!
Oh, you want me to overpower them, Jordan?
I don't care if the police are out there. Can somebody speak?
Yeah. Mr. McGarry, this entire conversation's off the record. You'll see nobody's taking it down.
You mean what you're about to say, or the 5 minutes we just did on the Capitol Police?
The whole thing.
Okay.
Congressman Gibson.
Yeah.
You know where his testimony was about to go.
Yes.
And where it'll pick up once the hearings convene again.
Yes.
We're willing to end the hearings right now.
And his testimony.
His testimony, the First Lady's, the balance of the witness list, the hearings. We're willing to end them right now.
In exchange for?
A joint resolution, H.R. 172.
Censure.
Yeah. A resolution condemning the president for lying to
didn't lie.
Condemning the president for lying to the American people.
Look, I'm not
White
gonna...
House can't object. In fact, it has to welcome the resolution and let any Democrat who wants to vote in favor of it.
You keep saying the White House, but you mean the president.
Yeah.
Why aren't you talking to the president?
We think if the suggestion comes from you, it'll carry more weight than if the suggestion comes from the chairman or the speaker.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, I'll just call the president and suggest to him that he allow a huge bipartisan vote on the floor of the U.S. House of Representatives, calling him a liar, and that he welcome the result. Then I'm going to flap my wings and fly to Neverland.
Leo.
Do you think I am so desperate to save my ass I'm going to roll over on Jed Bartlet?
I don't think it's a
I
matter
take a bullet for the president. He doesn't take one for me. Is that all you got?
Yeah.
Good night.
Can you give me some time?
One day.
Hi. Remember me?
Margaret?
I was the one with you last night when you went to the meeting.
Yes.
When you left the meeting, I was not with you.
Yes.
Is it just an open house in here?
The whole system's gotten out of hand.
Yeah?
You left without me.
Well, if you're going to make a strong exit, you really can't wait for someone to get their purse together.
How long does it take to get a purse together?
A question I've been asking my entire adult life.
It's a non-binding resolution. Do you know what that means?
No, could you tell me? Because I've really started to take an interest in government lately.
Do you know how much force and effect it has?
Jordan.
None. No force and effect. The following is a sampling of non-binding joint resolutions from the 106th Congress.
I have a meeting.
A resolution in support of Ohio's state motto. A resolution fostering friendship and cooperation with the people of Mongolia.
I have a meeting.
A resolution recognizing the contributions of Bristol, Tennessee to the development of country music.
I'm sorry, I have a budget meeting.
A resolution in support of Little League Baseball.
Jordan.
A resolution recognizing...
This isn't that. This is 535 congressmen and senators standing up and saying the president lied and should be ashamed of himself. And this is us standing up and saying, you're right. This would be the first time in history a president has been censured. Congress isn't talk radio. It's the seat of democracy. Their opinion matters, and their condemnation doesn't have to come with handcuffs to be devastating to this president. That is the force and effect. And it's not gonna happen because of me. Have a budget meeting, Jordan.
You're the one who had the recess called. Before the Christmas break. You're the reason they adjourned.
I'm not.
You had the recess called.
It was the chairman.
You got him to do it. Something was about to happen and a recess was called and Josh was relieved. What was about to happen?
I can't tell you that.
It was you.
I need to talk to Josh.
I'm leaving now. Wait by your phone.
We had a couple of cats when the kids were kids, named Mr. Finch and Mrs. Wilberforce or something. I can't remember, but...
You know, I never really liked human names for animals.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I can't believe my kids didn't think to ask you what to name the cats, but they used to bring mice into the house and show them to me.
Yeah?
This is how I'm starting to feel about the Swiss.
Yeah.
Morning.
Morning.
Tell me about the boy.
He and a guardian have crossed the border into Kandahar. A UN cargo plane is on the ground.
It's going to leave at 11:45 Zulu if you say okay.
11:45?
Yes, sir.
That's 11 minutes from now.
Yes, sir.
This meeting's a little premature, isn't it? We should wait 10 minutes.
Yes, sir.
This meeting doesn't go in the sit room anymore, okay? I don't know why the hell it's here. This isn't a military operation.
It's a secure room.
My office is a secure room, too, isn't it? Please, somebody tell me it is, or I gotta go pack some stuff. You see my point?
What about the organs?
The organs are in Zurich.
I'm sorry, it sounded funny to me. I'm the kid in bio who laughed all the time.
Then on to Paris on Swiss Air.
Coach?
I don't...
Then New York?
Yes, sir.
So the heart and lungs get here first.
They can last about 40 hours. The flight from Tehran's 15.
Now what's left is to line up a doctor and get the funding.
Go around the room.
If it leaks, you got the clerics.
But it sends a message to the reformists.
Thank you. At a time when they're breaking 70% in local elections.
If you're looking for ways to temper support to the Shiites, I don't recommend...
A benevolent power must make sure that...
Let's not forget
about the Shihab program and what's his name and the transport corridors along the Silk Route.
How old is he?
I'm sorry?
How old is he?
15.
15. The Shiites, Manny. That's what you want me to take back to my thoracic surgeon wife? Get this boy in pre-op. Somebody tell the Swiss to stop standing in the damn doorway with a mouse in their mouth. If they're coming in, come in.
You won't regret it, sir.
It won't leak.
No, because we're all in a secure room except for the Ayatollah's staff, a Swiss air pilot, and 400 other people.
Lanny's is gonna leak.
Well,
I feel better already.
Mr. Finch and Mrs. Wilberforce. There's nothing wrong with my memory. Though those are stupid names, there's something wrong with my kids.
You're up to something. You lied to me about it. The president won't say what it is. But you work for me.
I do.
Tell me what you're up to. Tell me why half the caucus thinks we're squeezing gains. Or we have serious problems.
No problems.
There's a reason we have a chain of command. So people don't take flyers and I don't hand you their resignations.
I wanted to believe he could do it. I wanted to believe as much as he did.
This is a never, never land, sir. Believing's not enough.
You would have stopped it.
Because it's my job.
It's my life, Leo. I'm the one who's accountable. Not in the morning papers, not in the Democratic cloakroom, but in 50, 100 years when Tuesday's poll samples have crumbled into dust.
You can't will yourself a legacy.
You think there's a room at the Smithsonian for guys who never even tried?
What do the losers get to do about Social Security except receive it?
The losers can kick up enough dirt to keep the debate going. Maybe my letter will do that.
Make you a martyr?
Make someone else pick up the ball, inch by inch. We're moving the line of compromise.
This isn't Sunday school. It's the world capital of politics. I could have told you Gaines wasn't going to move.
He did. He said he'd move on private accounts.
You got the chairman of the Social Security subcommittee to move on private accounts? It's like inhaling a baby grand.
Yeah. Well, he's out now.
Turner.
What?
Roy Turner.
So you're saying that you'll ask the Democrats to trim benefits over the next 20 years, raise the retirement age over the next 60 years, and give up on this issue forever?
If I can tell them that you'll settle for small optional private accounts on top of Social Security and raise the income limit on Social Security taxes.
We protect FDR's legacy and admit changes have to be made to save it.
What about political cover?
We call off the stunts. The DNC won't use this deal against any Republican who votes for it.
What are the chances this passes the House?
A lot of Republicans would like to end the demagoguery on this issue. They'll be grateful that you approached me with a deal.
Actually, to sell this to Democrats, I have to say you approached me first.
No, that's a deal breaker for me. If it looks like a Democratic setup.
I can't look like a fig leaf for some risky scheme to shred Social Security.
We're saving it, not shredding it.
So you can drive a wedge into private accounts?
So you'd like to see it go into bankruptcy?
Closest we've been to a deal in 20 years. And it breaks down over who he approached first.
If he approached the Republicans, he's a right-wing sellout. If he approached the Democrats, he's a fire-breathing partisan.
Hard enough caving on principle without looking like you're caving on principle.
And we have a little problem called the Wall Street Journal.
We don't take credit.
What?
We don't take credit at all.
It's the only way.
She won that round on all cards.
How much longer do you think?
I have no idea.
Leo knows he can't testify on behalf of a major defense contractor. What's he thinking?
He's not thinking.
How long did they serve together?
Leo and O'Neill? Oh, a while before they were shot down.
Leo was shot down? Over Hanoi. They hid out in the jungle till they were rescued.
Can we get a ballpark on how much longer it's going to be? An era? A Tchaikovsky symphony? A brief ice age, perhaps?
You have some food stuck in your beard.
How long was he there for? 3 days.
Excuse me, sir. Mr. Ziegler is being rather insistent.
As he so often is. Well, thank you, Mr. Thomas. Let me think about it.
Mr. President.
So what's so important? Someone get the words to Yellow Submarine wrong again?
It's about Leo, sir.
We still haven't heard from Ken?
I left messages at his office and with this hotel in Chicago.
We're supposed to have lunch. Call his office back and find out what meetings he had this morning.
You got a minute?
Yes, sir, of course.
No word yet on the SEAL team?
No, sir, not yet.
Toby and Josh came to see me about this Mueller-Wright thing.
I told Josh I'd handle it.
By going before the Armed Services Committee?
Hunt's trying to use my friendship with Ken O'Neill to embarrass this administration.
And testifying in front of a congressional committee is going to lessen that embarrassment?
Hunt's bluffing. He's upset Arizona manufacturers didn't get any of the contract.
Wait, you were a senior corporate officer at Mueller-Wright for over 10 years, right, Leo? You can't testify.
It's not going to come to that.
It opens you up to being called in front of congressional committees on a whim.
I won't stand by while Hunt slanders a good man's name for political purposes.
And Josh seems to think that...
Josh doesn't know what the hell he's talking about.
Have you asked Kenny if there's any truth?
I've known Ken O'Neill for 35 years. I worked beside him, served beside him. He hasn't done anything wrong.
You can't testify, Leo.
I won't desert him, Mr. President.
Have you asked Kenny if there's any truth
I
to
don't
the rumors?
have to.
Still nothing from General Alexander?
No, sir, and Josh is waiting to give you a Ways and Means briefing.
What Ways and Means briefing?
The South Carolina trip, sir. And then you have the INS on border security, and at 4, the National Medal of Arts recipients are coming by.
You a Crosby, Stills, and Nash fan?
I've always been more of a crazy horse kind of gal, Mr. President.
I can see how that would be.
Although I did have a tempestuous affair with the rodeo cowboy during the Summer of Love that the Hollies played a significant role in. I'll call Josh in.
So what's this problem I'm hearing about with Saturday's trip to South Carolina?
Went wants a tax cut for stay-at-home moms. Unless you're a poor woman, then of course he'd argue you have to work or you should be denied welfare benefits. Next, he'll try to slip dishwasher subsidies into the omnibus reconciliation bill. Our caucus has been fighting for more daycare, more after-school care, transportation subsidies to make it easier for poor women to get to good jobs. They can't justify spending,
JTC scores it at $11 billion over 5 years.
$11 billion to keep Wilma Flintstone in dinosaur skin coats while most women are struggling to find someone to take care of their child.
What's the tax benefit for the typical family?
About $100 a year.
Closer to 300. But that's not the point. A typical family of 4 making $68,000 can still get $1,200 in child care tax credit if the wife decides to work. But if she wants to stay at home with the kids, we don't help.
Who's this?
Ryan Pierce. He's interning in my office for a few months.
Pierce?
Maybe less.
Senator Pierce's son?
He's my uncle.
So which would you choose, Ryan? Daycare tax cut or this?
Daycare. But why should we choose for everybody else?
What would you suggest?
Tell Went you understand that he didn't want to support your expanding child care tax credit when there's no help for stay-at-home moms, so he should find some loophole closures we can agree on to pay for both. He's on Ways and Means. That's where the money is. Right?
Right. Thank you.